Music is really important for this particular film. My previous one, the music wasn't as important. For Cat Came Back, obviously it was important because it was a song to begin with, but Strange Invaders not so important because it was a little story. But for this one, Runaway, the whole rhythm of the thing, and I envisioned it as being kind of like a rhythm track, basically, that everything's happening on a rhythm, and it's like life has a beat, and it's moving along towards an accelerating crescendo. I think I was at the theater. The trailer for Triplets of Belleville came on at the theater, and I heard the music, and that piece of music just blew me away. I mean, that sort of it's kind of like a slightly modernized version of 1920s hot jazz from Paris, and it was just so infectious and so rhythmic, and it was just, as soon as I heard it, it was like, that's it, that's the music I had to have.
When I first saw Runaway, actually it was still at an early stage. It was at the Automatic stage. But I had the experience of that, having composed the music for the Triplets of Belleville.
I had to pre-build my film using a guide track, then use that to give to the musician to score the film. And then once the music is done, I then take my film and restructure it back onto the final recorded music. So that made it a lot more complicated than either of my previous two films.
The main motor of the creation of the music was actually the main character, which is the train. And we know trains are very rhythmical, you know, the sound they do over the track and the motor and everything. They inspire a lot of rhythm. It took a while just to get the initial idea going, and I'm the biggest critique of what I do. If it doesn't convince me, I can't convince others of what I do. I think you had some really precise points you wanted me to express in the music. You have to be precise doing animation because we know how long just 1 second of animation can take to be produced. So you can't just like do 10 minutes and cut it and throw it away.
The more naive animation is, I think the more important the sound is. The sound has it takes on a much more important role. I mean, if you're doing Disney stuff, hell, you can turn off the sound and just watch the beautiful animation, right? But with my stuff, you can't do that.